Hi there, and welcome to Graham's Guide, Friday Live, this Friday, the 25th of March. Where is the year going? I do not know. Okay, let's get straight into it. Look, thanks to everyone who turned up to the Collaborate sessions this past week. The Monday night session, the Tuesday night, and the Wednesday night all cover exactly the same material. The Monday night session is recorded, and if you go into the Collaborate Hub in our discussions, you'll find how to access the recording of Monday night's Collaborate session. The Wednesday night session, and every time we have a Collaborate session, we'll have one on assignment 2 and assignment 3. If you want to attend the session that I'm running or co-hosting, I do the Wednesday night sessions. So if you want to drop in on a Wednesday night Collaborate session, I'll be very pleased to see you there. Otherwise, you've got a choice of the Monday, Tuesday, or the Wednesday sessions. Okay, so today I'm looking at your questions and answers. There have been lots of questions and lots of answers provided over the first couple of weeks, but one of the questions that I've got one of the questions I received during the week was about where's the best place to ask your question? I do get questions in email, and I get them through Canvas messaging and also in the discussion boards. Well, the short answer is the discussion boards. This is the best place to ask your question and get an answer. One of the reasons is because probably many people will be thinking about the same things that you're thinking about and may have the same questions. When you ask your question in the discussion boards, everybody benefits from your question and the answers that come from me and from your colleagues and any other discussion that follows. So really, the discussion boards are the best place to ask your question. Another reason is this is the first place I usually go in the morning to start my day. So if you've asked a question the night before in the discussion boards, probably you'll have an answer by lunchtime because that's where I go and do my work. I do check email and Canvas messages, but usually not until later in the day. And sometimes it could take me 24 to 48 hours to answer your questions, either in the discussions or in email. But you're far more likely to get an answer if you ask in the discussion boards the next morning, because that's when I'm in the discussions, usually in the mornings. Okay. That's probably enough about that. What else did I want to do? The readings and references. Okay, so let's go into the discussion boards now. So, look, just before we head off, on this page, you'll find announcements from Tanya. I highly recommend you watching these announcements. They should be mandatory, but they are voluntary. This is the best place to get information on how to best pass the assignments in this unit, reading through Tanya's announcements. So if we go into a new tab, I'll open up group 35 because I've got a shortcut to group 35. You'll see here that once I'm in the group page, the top here changes. Let me go back to the other page. So this is the home page for the unit. It's got the unit number up here. And when you're in the home page for the group, it has your group number up here, group 35. And in here, the announcements are from me. So these are different. These are the two announcements I made last week. I highly recommend you go in and watch these two videos because they provide you with really good guidance, I think, to completing this unit. But I'll just switch back quickly to the unit. So these announcements in the unit homepage are from Tanya. And again, if I go into the discussion group homepage, these announcements are from me. Likewise, if you click on discussions, these discussions here are all of our group's discussions. So this is really, so when I come in to start my day, I've got 5 groups, groups 1, to 4 and group 35. So it doesn't matter which one I start with. I usually try and vary it a bit. So, I might come in here and go to group 35, and I'll start working through all the discussion. I'll read all the discussion board posts. I'll be looking for your questions in the discussion boards, and that's one of the primary reasons I'm in here. I'm looking for your questions. I'm looking to provide guidance on how you can best complete these tasks, and of course, how to pass the assignments. In the general Q&A, if you've got a question, you're not sure where to ask it here in the general Q&A. In this general Q&A, I've also provided some other information, some frequently requested links. And just this morning, I also added this section, frequently requested resources. And here you will find the second thing on my agenda is the readings and references. I've provided the readings for this unit here in both APA and Harvard style. If you click on this, it'll open up the document. You can download this document, but these are all the references for week 1. I'll put a little arrow next to the ones that I think are essential, very useful reading. Some of these are also the essential readings. So this is the future work skills reading. I've got a little arrow next to that. And if we scroll down, we'll get to week 2. Here's the Chew series of videos, and here's Dr. Livingston. And these are in APA style. So if I close this and open the Harvard style, it's exactly the same list of references, but this is now formatted to Harvard style. You'll see that there's no hanging indent here because APA has a hanging indent, but Harvard style does not. And I've put a little arrow next to all the readings that I think will be useful for you to look at during this course. So I'll close that again. So that's where you can find the resources for this unit. When you're writing your assignments, you can actually, just say you refer to the future work skills unit when you write your assignment. You've got to create a reference list at the end of the document. So you could just copy and paste this reference. This is a fully formatted reference in APA style. You can copy and paste that into your reference list at the end of your assignment. Instead of trying to work out, you've got to put a full reference there correctly formatted. Well, it's already here for you. There's no reason why you can't copy and paste this. You might want to double check to make sure it's correct. I'm pretty sure that most of these are, but I would be double checking them anyway. So that's how you can also compile your list of references to go into your assignments. I've also provided a couple of templates, a template for assignment 2 and assignment 3. So we'll look at more of that. We've been looking at how to complete assignment 2 and assignment 3, but I just wanted to let you know that this information here is in the general Q&A discussion, and you'll find that at the top of the discussion boards. Directly underneath that is the Collaborate Hub, and this is where you can find I'll go in now and have a quick look. You can find here the recording to the session from last Monday. There's also the PowerPoint slides are here, and this link is to this is a direct link to the recording of last Monday night's session, and that is with Tanya. There's also some more information down here about Tanya's videos here about time management and other things. All right, so as you can see, you can see now why I spend my time here in the discussions. This is really the workhouse of this unit, the discussion boards. Of course, you're reading the learning materials in the modules, but then that's where you're doing a lot of the reading, but this is where you do a lot of the learning here in the discussion boards. Speaking of learning and the assignments, I want to move on to unit and course goals. So the reason why we're talking a lot about unit and course goals here in weeks 1 and 2 is because in assignment 3, the major assignment, you will be talking about your progress to your unit and course goals. So I've got that open here. This is the assignment. So to get to assignment 3, where I've gone, you do that from the unit homepage. I'll go back to that. So this is the unit homepage. The picture hasn't come up for some reason. It's taking forever. Maybe my internet's gone slow. Normally there's a picture here. Why? What's going on? Have I lost my internet? Let's try that again. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so this is the homepage for the unit. Sorry about that. And so you click on assignments, and then I'm going to scroll down here to assignment 3, reflective essay. And the assignment criteria, this is the criteria upon which you're being graded. You can see that reflection of self is worth 40% of the grade. And the first thing it talks about here is you're being marked on writing about your progress toward your unit and course goals. So the minimum requirement, so for a high distinction, this is what you need to do. But even for a pass in assignment 3, you must talk about the progress toward your unit and course goals. Let's go back now to the discussion board where this is first mentioned, and that's in the module 1.6 discussion. Are you with me? If you're not with me, that's okay. You can ask more questions in the discussion boards, because now you know that's where I'll be answering your questions. So we're now in the module 1.6 discussion, Dream Careers. Many of you have already posted here, but in the task, it asks you to find a job online and find a skill in that related to that job that you could develop as a unit goal. It also asks you to find a skill in that job that you could develop as a course goal. So I've gone in and I found a job online that we can use as an example. This is the job here. It's for a college called Sheldon College. I've never heard of them before. I only found this job 5 or 10 minutes ago before I started making this video, so I haven't given this a deep look through. But I note that it's probably a job that could relate to many of the students here who are doing an education degree. The same principle would apply if you're doing a looking for a psychology job, or any other career interest. So let's go to the most important part of this job description. It's all the way down the bottom. I know, because I've already gone through and had a look at this. There's a whole lot of other information here you would normally be reading if you were looking for a job. But where I'm going to, the final section here is titled Requirements. So these are the requirements for this position. So they've got, a dozen or so requirements here. And I wanted to point these out to you because these requirements are requirements that they want you to have, skills they want you to have, attributes they want you to have, areas of knowledge they want you to have. And that's what we're looking at when we want you to choose a unit goal and a course goal. We want you to choose a skill, an attribute, or an area of knowledge that you can develop over the course of this unit. So let's look at this one here in the middle. It says a requirement is strong team orientation and the willingness to contribute and collaborate as a team. So let's keep that one in mind. Collaborating as a team and willingness to contribute. Let's look at another one. The ability to apply creative and innovative practices and processes in education and digital platform tools to support learning. Okay, so there's these two here I think are useful for us to look at. Okay, let's go back to the 1.6 discussion. Okay, it says find one specific skill or attribute that you would like to develop in this unit and one skill or attribute you'd like to develop in this course. Where do we find these possible things, these skills that we're talking about here? It wants you to, in fact, read the Future Work Skills report. And in the Future Work Skills report, there are future skills that this report considers very important for future employment. So you need to read the Future Work Skills report. If you scroll down here in 1.6, I've actually provided you some guidance here about choosing your unit and course goals. So the examples here are skill 1, I picked cross-cultural competency, and for skill 2, I chose metacognition. But in our and down here, there's the course planner, and let me just. And there's a form that I provided here for you to fill out to help you with your goal planning. So let's look at some of the ones that I've put in here. I've asked you to put in your field. So in this case, we'd put in education. I'll just add my name because we may as well do this while I'm here. Graeme, and first initial only, B. Okay. So education is my field. So these goals here, these are all from the Future Work Skills reading. There are 10 of them here, or 9 or 10 of them here, and there's an opportunity for you to choose another one. But let's go back to that teacher's aide job. So what I'm thinking of is that cross-cultural competency might be useful as a teacher, social intelligence, novel and adaptive thinking. There are many future work skills here that would be useful in this job that we've looked at. New media literacy. Look, it says here, ability to apply creative and innovative practice processes in education and digital tools to support learning. Well, that's new media literacy. So let's go back to the goal planner and let's tick new media literacy. So for the sake of argument, I've now chosen new media literacy as a skill that I want to develop. And that's my goal. My goal is to develop new media literacy as a skill. That's my unit goal. All right, let's go down here and look at the course goals now. So these course goals, these are learning theories, in fact. So when you go into module 2 and 3, those learning materials are about metacognition, social constructivism, and virtual collaboration. You can learn more about virtual collaboration. Hang on, let me go back to that job. Strong team orientation and willingness to contribute and collaborate in a team environment. Well, with COVID around, many of us are now collaborating online. So virtual collaboration as a future work skill, well, that works for us. So let's go back to the goal planner. And I'm going to pop a tick in here I'm going to choose virtual collaboration as my course goal. So now I've got, I have new media literacy and as my unit goal, and I've got virtual collaboration as my course goal. Of course, you can choose other goals here. You don't have to choose the ones that I've put here. Does this submission replace a previous? No, this is actually, yes. I have done this before. So I'm going to say, yes, please delete my earlier submission and submit. Alrighty. So very soon, if I refresh this page, my new, let me try refreshing now. I don't think it'll come through that quickly, but we'll have a look. No, it's still not there. Alrighty. But look, that's how we'd like you to go through the process of choosing your unit and course goals. Not all the ELAs provide this group planner. This is just something that I've provided to try and assist you with your choice of unit and course goals. But hopefully you can see now why we're asking you to look at this now, because when you get to assignment 3, that asks you to talk about how you've developed these goals over the 12 weeks of this unit. So we want you to talk about, let's try refreshing that again. There we are. So Graeme B, education, I've got my my unit goal is new media literacy and my course goal is virtual collaboration. And those are the two goals that I want to, those are the two skills I want to develop over the course of this unit. Alrighty, well, that's probably enough from me. Hopefully that's been useful to you in helping you to work through the process of choosing your unit and course goals. Hopefully you also know now that if you want your questions answered, the best place to ask them is in the discussion boards, because I check the discussion boards usually first thing in the morning, and you probably will have an answer by lunchtime. What else was there? The readings and references. You've also seen now where you can find the readings and references for this unit. Go into the general Q&A discussion and you'll find all the links there. Thanks for joining me today. Hello. Oh, we've gone for 20 minutes. Well, hopefully this will have been very useful 20 minutes spent, and watching this video will save you much more time in the long run. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next week for Graeme's Guide Friday Live. Bye for now.